would you destroy them?
Destroy what?
The coordinates.
Coordinates.
What you just said to At-Atin.
Can't say I remember no At-Atin.
How's it going, everyone? I'm Sir James, coming at you guys with another lightsaber video, and this time we have a lightsaber featured in Star Wars The Skeleton Crew, which unfortunately did come to an end early this year in January. I kind of wish it had more episodes because I was actually quite liking the show. It was a lot of fun. But anywho, this particular lightsaber was obtained on NSabers website. So as usual, if you are interested in the lightsaber that I'm reviewing in today's video, or just anything NSabers tends to offer on their site, I do have my very own affiliation link and discount code located in the video description down below. Keep in mind that anytime that you use my discount code, not only do you save some money, but I also make some money as well, which is great because then I can continue to review cool stuff like this for you guys to check out so you can make your own decision in the future what lightsaber you want to attain yourself. Now, of course, the one that I have here is the Profi installed option as far as the hilt goes, and I'm reviewing it straight out of the box like if you would receive it yourself, meaning I did not add anything whatsoever. So if you're kind of curious exactly what you're going to get, well, here you go. Of course, as usual, when you get a lightsaber, it's going to come with all the initial accessories, a lightsaber stand, blade, and all that fun stuff. But I tend not to bore you guys with all the initial details because you guys pretty much already know what to expect at this point on. So let's start off by giving you a closer look. Now, this is made by TXQ, for those of you who are curious. We're going to go ahead and start with a distance and just kind of do a little spin here. Overall, an elegant design with the gold and silver. Looks very, very cool. If there's one thing, my personal take on it, of course, because when it comes to lightsabers, everyone's got their own aspects of what they like and don't like. Like weathering, for example. Some people love weathering on a lightsaber, whether it's a subtle or heavy duty. And there are others that are like, no, it's got to be pristine, perfect, no weathering, nothing. I'm a mixture of both depending on the hilt. But when it comes to this particular one, I feel like just a light weathering would be top notch on this. Just my personal take on that. But obviously the lightsaber in question does not come weathered at all. It's going to be in the pristine looking condition, so keep that in mind. Now, as far as blades go, this is going to be using a 1-inch blade. When it comes to button setup, this is a single button lightsaber, meaning that this one little button here is going to do all of its features for you, and there's no secondary button. I personally like a 2-button setup when it comes to lightsabers, but 1 buttons are okay. You do also have a cover tech wheel here on the bottom, so you can go ahead and clip it onto your belts. And there you pretty much go. Now, if you wish to get access, of course, to the internals, you're just going to go ahead and disconnect it right here on this bottom section, just like so. Disconnecting that bottom area is going to go ahead and reveal our removable chassis. And here is our chassis in question. You got our Profi board located right here, easy access to the port. And then on the other side, you have your removable battery and USB-C charging port as well. I always like the built-in charging ports just because it makes life a little bit easier without having to constantly remove the batteries and whatnot. If there's one thing that I wish these removable cores had is that I know some of their lightsabers, not a lot, but some of them tend to come with chassis where they got a built-in an actual kill switch. I wish kill switches were added more often to their hilts just because I think kill switches are great. Now, one thing I do want to go ahead and mention, just in case if you guys get this and you're a little bit confused about stuff coming loose, is if you're trying to fix any alignment, like for example here, I want this to kind of even out with here. These little sections here around the bottom tend to get loose. Let's see if I could, I tend to get them mixed up with my directions. So like, for example, as you can see, this is rotating and whatnot. You just need to figure out where you need to align the pieces and just do that little extra adjustment and finger tighten. Just like so. and then you can go ahead and get the pieces back to lining up. It's pretty simple. It's not as much of a hassle as other lightsabers in the past where you're trying to get stuff to line up. This one has got like a kind of a 2 mechanism setup here, so it's a lot easier to get those things to line back up, and you are essentially good to go. But of course, we want to go ahead and bring over a blade, because I know how much you guys like seeing the lightsabers light up. It's your favorite aspects, of course. Now, keep in mind that when it comes to the Allen key, you're going to be using the much smaller one. Alright, so now that I got the blade ready to go, we are ready to begin to fire this up. But before I do, a couple things I forgot to mention is that first off, when it comes to the retention screws, there are a total of 2 on this hilt towards the this lower section here. This one located on the right hand side and left hand side of the hilt, and it's going to be using the small retention screws, so keep that in mind. One thing I thought was a little bit weird, since the lightsaber doesn't, the blade itself I should say, doesn't fit quite deep into the hilt, the fact that they have these connected so low, I thought it was a weird design choice. Normally these are a little bit higher to give more stability to the blade, but I guess we'll see how it goes when I spin this around. So let's go ahead and turn off the main light here and fire this up. I believe the font that I'm currently on right now by default is set to the dark saber. Boom. Just like that. And of course you just press the button, and then you hold and tap, and of course gesture control.
I'd put that on ice if I were you.
I could use some ice right now. The fact that the warmer weather coming back, I am not looking forward to it. I wish it was winter, but it felt quite short in the end. Of course, changing saber fonts, you just hold down the button for a second and let go.
Cal Kestis.
Just like that. And of course, gesture control, twist on. Boom. I will say that as far as the blade goes, it's actually holding a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought the whole, the fact that this was quite low, I thought the whole blade retention wasn't going to be as good. But kind of surprised in the end.
Anakin.
Let's see, I know there's music tracks, so I'm trying to figure out how you would activate that. I think it's double tap. Yeah, copyright music. There you go. So if you wish to activate the music track while the saber is deactivated, might be even working if it's on as well, is to double tap the button or initiate the music track.
General Kenobi.
Let's see, when it comes to color changing, it's been a while. See if I can remember it. Double press? Nope. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. But double pressing will do that. Let's see. Aha! I figured it out. Boom. Let's see, hold. There we go. I got it figured out. We'll do a different saber font. That one's not as exciting.
Kenobi. Kenobi!
There you go. I like this font. So in order to initiate a color change, you're just going to go ahead and point the saber downwards. Press the button and twist. And you will hear an effect which will allow you to change the different colors on here. So let's do a green. Hold down the button till you hear a beep sound again. And then there you go. Now, force gesture, let's see. There you go.
I can see him in my mind's eye.
Alright, see, look at that. I actually remembered some of the single button setups. I'm surprised. I'm proud of myself. I don't tend to have the best memories when it comes to these things or information. I don't hold information well like a lot of people. So for those of you who can maintain a lot of information and remember names, locations, and stuff like that, I'm jealous. I wish I could maintain information as good as you. But the fact that I remembered all that stuff for a single button, because it's been a while, proud of myself for that. So if you wish to activate any form of force effects, or even if it's got quotes enabled, when it's upright, press and hold the button and then twist.
And yet, I can feel his presence. So close, so close.
Let's do it again. That one's a force effect.
And yet, I can feel his presence. I can so close in my mind's eye.
It's always funny when there's like an audio playing and you deactivate and there's another audio there. It's always fun. Here we go, let's do this one.
Remember, a Jedi can feel the Force flowing through him.
There you go. We'll do a couple more here.
Tell me, is this training?
Dark Sith. When only a few.
We're gonna get to my favorite one.
Yokoto Banta Podo.
Always love this one. Oh, by the way, if you ever go on the Saber font and you've yet to activate the music track, I highly recommend you just listen to the music track. It's I can't play it because copyright reasons, but it's fitting. It's a song for Sebulba. Yeah, I gotta say, I didn't tighten the blade retention screws that tight. A nudge fix. You don't want to tighten it and damage your blade. Yeah, surprisingly, it's actually holding a lot better than I thought. Oop, let's deactivate. And we'll do one more. This one's my other favorite because it's the speeder bike. Never get tired of that one. So overall, how is the lightsaber from me handling it in this video and everything goes? Is there anything that seems to like cut or scrape? Anything that is tend to coming loose or might potentially fall off? Well, thankfully, no, none of that. Obviously, as far as hilt goes, there's nothing obvious that seems sharp or protruding off the hilt. Everything is relatively nice and, you know, just, it's not, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no sharp edges of any kind, which is great. So you're not going to worry about scuffing or scraping your hands on anything. The saber overall feels great, easy to handle, easy to control without any issues whatsoever. And there's nothing on this hilt that, as far as I can tell, and of course from the couple weeks that I've initially been messing around with it, where anything was coming loose. You know, sometimes it might be a lightsaber where I'm noticing things coming loose and I tend to warn you guys about it. But here, nothing like that whatsoever. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this lightsaber, and let me know if you've seen the Skeleton Crew and what did you think about the show. Also let me know in the comment section down below. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next video upload. Again, I got quite a few lightsabers. I recently got a Grogu inspired lightsaber. I got the Sweets weathered up Cal Kestis crossguard lightsaber as well. And a few other ones. I still need to do the Third Sister's lightsaber and so on. But again, stay tuned to this channel. A lot of great stuff to showcase. Until then, see you guys on the next lightsaber video. Until then, may the Force be with you. Of the screws, there are a total of 2. In fact, oh, I just totally busted that light setup right there on camera. I'm gonna have to fix that later.